Guys, just getting ready to go out and play 9 holes this morning. It is a bit chilly. Let's see if we can get some better audio going here. It looks pretty silly, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I feel like it would work better. What about that? That might work pretty well as far as picking up some decent audio. All right, so we gotta get this guy going. Gotta get a little tiny bit of stretching done. Okay. Woo. Nice and chilly first thing this morning. Let's see if we can't get a little bit loosened up. Last day of the Back2Scratch challenge, guys. Seems highly unlikely that we are going to reach the 0.0 target. However, dealt with some injuries, some setbacks. That's life, right? You just got to do the best you can. Keep powering forward. You know, it doesn't mean that we say, oh, well, that goal's, you know, not going to pursue that. No, we're still going to pursue the goal. We still want to get back to a 0 index. Right? I think we've done a good job of identifying some areas that need improvement, right? Namely, you know, course management, strategy, mental game. More short game practice, I think. Probably less time on the swing, because the swing is in really good shape. Right, that's not really the reason why the scores haven't been quite as low as I think they could be. You know, it's more about like picking better, more conservative targets. I have downloaded the Decade app, guys, and started a subscription with them, so I need to dive into that further. I've been slacking on it a little bit, but I do think that will help to have a formula for course management, if you want to call it that. Oh, we should probably get some tees. Maybe a little coin. Hey, Kraken's here, Daniel's here, Alyssa Hatfield is here. What's up, guys? Appreciate you all coming to hang out this morning. Nice chilly day here in New England. We are gonna try to stay warm, try to play some decent golf. Only gonna have time for 9 holes today, probably. Who knows, maybe I'll come back for another 9 later if I'm really, if I've got the bug. Ohio 6-7. 6-7? My name's John. Thanks for being here, Daniel. Alright, guys, first hole, par 4, straight away down the hill, short one. Just trying to bang driver down there, give ourselves a little pitch. really got to try to lock it in here. Wind is hard off the right. We're going to aim it right at that big crane out there. Oh, pretty straight one. Right down the Broadway, guys. Take that one every time. Love to see it. Things you love to see. Sorry, it's early. My brain isn't fully engaged. Shout out to you, Daniel. Appreciate you being here. Oh. So I think we need to shoot like 7 or 8 under par today in these 9 holes to get to a 0 index. 6, 7. I thought the most recent good job. 6, 7. Alright, check this out, guys. Right in the middle of the fairway. Found our golf ball. Let's get you guys set up here. Try to see what we're doing. You like the video? I'm glad you're enjoying it. Appreciate that feedback. Always trying to, you know, keep getting a little bit better at this. I'm gonna go chippy 56 here, guys, from 86 yards. We got a little bit of hurt in the wind, a little bit off the right to a left pin, so I just want to keep this a little bit closer to the ground. Just hit a low one up there. Oh, body's not warmed up yet, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna have to keep working on that. All right, let's try to dial in. I'm gonna try to hit it 85 in the air, just right of the flag. Guys, we hit it 86 right of the flag. Look at that divot too. Big ol' tear in the ground. Guys, that ball's there about 4 feet from the hole. Hopefully you can see it. Maybe not. We'll get a better look as we drive up there. Also, I'm gonna do that maneuver. All right, so a really nice start here on number 1. This is obviously a short par 4. Driving a wedge. Out of here this way. Woo. Guys, sometimes you just have to speak it into existence, right? Just tell your brain, this is what we're gonna do. I think that can be a really effective way. Of you know, focusing on your target, not thinking about your swing quite so much. All right, so walking up to the green, there's our ball. It's gonna be like a, I don't know, 6-7 footer for birdie. See, what did I tell you? Land at 85, just right of the flag. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Hey, Paul Cummins is here. Hello, Paul. Appreciate you stopping by to check out this live stream from the golf course. We've got a birdie putt here on number 1 from about Let's see, 1, 2, yeah, 6, 7 feet. Always try to find an extra pitch mark to fix on the greens if you can, guys. If you're a real hero, you fix, 3 or 4 on every green. Those greenskeepers out. Keep these greens rolling as good as they can. All right, so this putt's gonna break a tiny bit to my left, I think. Let's get a good read on it. Yep, just fractionally to the left. Okay. All right, let's just give it a good roll. See if we can get it to find the bottom of the cup. Oh my goodness, you guys, look how much it broke across the face of the hole. Gosh. Oh, I wanted that one to go in. I hit a good putt. That was a good putt. Oh. All right, just a par on the first, which is disappointing after a good tee shot and a wedge to 6 feet. But that's okay. Played the hole well. Easy tap in par. You'd like to make those, but if the pros are only 50% from 8 feet, can't be too upset when you're not gonna make all of those, right? Hit a good putt, just misread it slightly. All right, hole 2, par 5. Reachable. So we're just gonna bang driver down the left here. Whoa. All right. Is that Daniel saying like and subscribe? I love it. Like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. Pretty crazy to think about, guys. Still not even been a full year since I started posting on YouTube, right? January of this year, we got started learning how to make content, make videos, try and do something that's a little unique and different, right? The sober, heavily tattooed, low index golfer guy. All right, so we're just hitting it right at that rock out there. Just like that, guys. Right down the fairway again. I'm not sure it was struck completely out of the center of the club face, but I want to donate, but I can't because I have $0. Oh, Daniel, don't worry about donating, bro. I'm always incredibly grateful for anybody who wants to support me that way while we're doing this. However, it's definitely not necessary. I'm just grateful to have you hanging out, watching, enjoying something interesting on a Tuesday morning. All that stuff will come in due time, right? If you just stay consistent. I have to believe that if I keep making good content consistently, trying to show people that you can, make a dramatic change or improvement in your life, right? I've done that with weight loss. I've done that with quitting drinking. I've done that with my mental health, right? Things like going to therapy. Right, so I just, I feel pretty confident that if we keep doing what we're doing with some consistency, then all those kinds of things will come, right? We've already had some traction from, brands and companies that are interested in what we're doing, and we're just still getting started, right? Just still very much getting started. So just gonna, like I said, keep up that consistent effort. Same thing I tell you guys to do, whether it's golf, whether it's a goal you have in your life. Alyssa is a girl. I did figure that by your name, Alyssa, but I'm glad you clarified. It's great to have more women and girls interested in golf. I love seeing the success of like the Golf Girl games. Have you guys seen that channel? Triple G. They're almost in the mold of a Good, where they do, challenges and matches. Well, it's definitely not 330. No, we're having a hard time picking it up. Front of the green's like 210. All right, so we're gonna bang a 7-wood up there, guys. Should have a tiny bit of help from the wind. If it comes up a tiny bit short, that's better than long, definitely. So, all right, just left of the flag here. High fade. Gonna land about 20 feet short. And roll up next to the hole. Well, I did kind of miss it, but it went straight. Yep, just up by the front of the green. I'll be honest, it was hit pretty poorly. But I will also share, the last time I played this hole, I was in a very similar position with the same club in my hand from the fairway, and I topped it into that water right there. I did still make a bogey because I hit the next one on the green and 2-putted. But just to share, we were exercising some demons there, guys. Daniel says, I like the live stream. Alyssa's 23 and Daniel's 13. Very cool, guys. Alright, so there's our ball, just short of the green. Chipping a putt for birdie. Whoa! Alright, what I do need to remember to do, though, is to bring my driver for the next tee shot, because I never remember to do that, and then I have to walk way back here to the cart. Let it all work out. Okay. Daniel's about to go to school. Look at school today, Daniel. Enjoy those days when all you have to worry about is, homework and sports. Because once you get to the real world, people start asking you for like bills and money, and you gotta work, you got a boss to worry about sometimes. All kinds of crazy stuff can happen. Ugh. All right, guys, like I said, just short of the green here. Sorry, I've gone and onto the ground. How rude of me. How rude of me. Okay, so there's my golf ball. You can see the flag in the distance there. Let's take a walk up here. Let it all work out. This is an interesting pin location for this green. I don't think I've seen it kind of middle back here. All right, just gonna try to pick a nice spot. Get this ball trundling back there. It's gonna be a little slow up the hill, I think. All right. Just left of the flag, about halfway there. That was pretty awful, guys. I'm going to be honest. Pretty awful. Did not hit it hard enough. Really disappointing effort, honestly, on a very straightforward chip shot. But we power through. You can make a putt, make up for lots of sins. Hey, thanks, Putt King. Alyssa loves fishing. Fishing, great. So here's my ball. Like I said, terrible chip shot from just short of the green. Appreciate you, Jane. Oh boy, gosh, could have used the driver that I had in my hand and probably got it closer to the hole than that. $20 feet, slightly uphill, breaking to the left. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I felt really uncomfortable over that chip shot, about how hard to hit it. I'm gonna break slightly to our left as it gets up the hill here. Just trying to put a nice roll on it. Maybe give it a chance to go in, but mostly just looking for good speed. The hill there. It's kind of like a 5 o'clock putt coming in just on the side. I thought I made that, guys. I thought it was going to fall in. I thought it was going to go in. Then I thought it was going to just fall in the side. That was really hard to watch. Oh, feels like a bogey. But what do? Keep going, power through. Oh. That's why you need patience. Yes. Yes, it is, Paul. Ugh. Nice scenery here, guys. The back of number 3 tee. Here's where we're going here. We're going to smash driver again. Wind is off the left, so we're going to adjust our aim slightly. There's tons of room left. No room to the right, really. There's a hazard over there. Okay. All right, it's gonna be in the left rough, I'm pretty sure. That's all right over there. You know what we do, guys? We find it, we hit it again. Right? Alyssa says try fishing. You know, Alyssa, I have tried fishing. I've caught maybe 1 or 2 fish in my whole life. And, it's just not my thing. I wish it was. I don't have the patience for it, I don't think. Plus, I think the back of my mind, I always know if it's a nice day for fishing, it's probably a nice day for golf. And you have a nice day to play. Yeah, it is. Well, it's a little chilly. A little chillier than I would prefer if I had my pick, but golf is played outside, so you don't get to pick the weather, obviously. Let it all work out. tiny, teeny bit of tree trouble here. Just got to go up and over it. Let's see. Oh, that's not so bad. Here we go, guys. There's the flag. Just underneath that tree there. It's almost going to be downwind from this angle. 120 to the hole. It's only like 105 to cover. I'm going to hit 56, guys, and try to hit it kind of hard, get it to jump out of this rough. Just trying to hit this in the center of the green. Nope, didn't come out. It's well short. That was always going to be the more aggressive club selection. Haha, we're waiting behind you, that's funny. Oh boy. Not the easiest up and down. Short of this green. Can always make you look a little silly when you play for a flyer and it comes out dead instead. So like I was thinking that ball might fly 110 yards in the air, and in reality it flew like, 95. So just down here in this little collection area, plenty of green to work with, which is a good thing. Gonna hit it just right of the flag. Oh boy, that old knee is that'll wake me up as well. So this is very sandy here, guys. I'm gonna get a little steeper on it. Make sure we get it up there. All right, it's pretty good. It's gone about 6 feet by the hole. But I'm not displeased with that effort. I brought my putter, but I should probably just drive the cart around. It was a little uphill, Paul, but not a ton. In hindsight, based on the quality of that lie, I definitely should have hit one more club, hit the gap wedge. Okay, so here's what we have for par. Just fractionally back down the hill. Nine-footer. This is very downhill. So we're not going to have to hit it very hard at all. If anything, it should wiggle to the left. That's what my brain is telling me via my feet. So we're going to play this like a ball out, kind of just get it started. Really doesn't need much pace at all. Look at us, guys. Made a putt. We made a putt. Incredible stuff. It's a good save. It would have been tough to feel like I was hitting the ball pretty solidly, miss a couple putts, and then miss that one and be 1 over through 3 instead of, like, you know, even or 2 under. However, we got it to go. Hey, you guys got to get along in the chat. Paul's been here a lot longer than you, Alyssa. Hey, Rooks is here. We're proud of the hard work you're putting in. Thanks very much, Rooks. I appreciate you saying that. That's very nice. How's the round going? The round is going well. Whipped out birdie putts on 1 and 2. Made a good save there. Really good save, actually, on number 3. Save par. All right, Alyssa, one more chance to be nice, because this is a high positivity type of community. Try to keep things friendly and positive, and, you know, try to do something different than what the internet usually is, which is, you know, sarcastic and rude. And so totally fine if that's not your thing. Okay, thanks for trying. I like pinto beans, because I went to the range for the first time ever. Morning! Alright guys, we got 132. It's okay, I'm old and wise. I feel the same way some days, Paul. So it's like, oh, thanks very much. Yeah, that was a nice putt. Nice to get that one to go down. What did you think of the driving range, Pinto Beans? All right, guys, so this is only 135 down the hill, but there's enough wind where I'm just gonna hit like a chippy cut 8-iron. Try and keep it out of that wind, fly it a little bit past that false front. There's a big false front in front of this green that we really want to avoid. Let it all work out. All right, just left of the flag. 3/4 8-iron here. Oh man, that was terrible. I hit it in that bunker. Just maybe trying to do too much. Maybe trying to do too much. We can get that up and down though. Woo! To not be short-sighted. So now we're going to be working hard to save a par again, which is fine. Just going to keep 90. That's all we can do, right? Oh, all right, so here's the flag. You can see, look at all this room to the left of it. I was really trying to hit it over here someplace. Tucked front right pin. I honestly wasn't even trying to hit it close to it. I was trying to hit it in the center of the green, and I just hit a bad shot, which is going to happen. All right, hopefully you guys can see me down there. We're going to hit this bunker shot. Just trying to get it on the green, you know, 10, 15 feet past the hole, try to make a putt. Right, this is short-sided, downwind, false front to the left. Not exactly aggressive time, but let's see if we can get it out and make a putt. Oh no, it came out left. It might go down the false front. It sure did, guys. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. I've hit that shot before. I knew that could happen. I was aimed right of it, and it just came out way to the left. Oh boy, that was a big mistake from a scoring perspective. I actually hit an unbelievably good bunker shot too. Always make sure you rake your bunkers, guys. You'd want, you know, somebody's going to come play this course later, and if they hit it in here, they don't want to get a totally terrible eye. Whew. Okay, folks, now we're working hard to make a bogey. Look how far this ball trundled. So we hit it from there. It ran just past the flag, and then down, 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 down to there. I will tell you guys, last time I played this hole, I chipped in from a similar spot down here for a birdie. This is not easy though. Look at this, coming back up the false front. It was just a foot too far left. I mean, if it was any further right, it would have just stayed kind of, you know, 10, 15 feet up there. We'd two-putt it. Okay. Oh no, man down. Man down. Gosh, that was frustrating. Okay, time to hit a great shot. That was pretty good. We're still gonna have to make like a 6-footer for a bogey, which we can definitely do. See, it's just short-siding yourself, guys. This is what can happen, right? If I had just hit it 40 feet up there, there's no shot I'd have a 10-footer for bogey. All right, let's do our process. 1, 2, 3, 9 feet. Slightly down the hill, should break to the right. Let's just confirm our read. Just fractionally outside that left edge. Just try to put a good roll on it and let it go in, you know? Oh, I hit it way too hard. Not way too hard, I just pulled it, I guess. Hey, good double. Good double. 130-yard hole, good double. Gosh, that is insanely frustrating. Just like that, we're 2 over. Frustration setting in. Got to try to be patient. Just made an absolute mess of that fourth hole. But you know what, guys? It's a beautiful morning. I'm out playing golf. Right, there's a lot to be grateful for. It's starting to warm up a little, which is nice. Just got to play the rest of the holes as well as we can. But again, guys, this has kind of been the story of the month, trying to get back to scratch. Just hitting a lot of good shots. Can't quite put the whole round together. Just struggling to keep scorecard clean enough. Where is the tee marker for this hole? I wonder. Oh, very disappointing. But you know what? That's life. That's golf. Trying to stay warm, but not too warm. Guys, finish up here. This is a short par 4, drivable. Shows you that you can hit a good shot and get punished for it. Yep, you definitely can. Definitely can. I don't know why I love golf so much, guys. I find it very frustrating. But it's so intoxicating. I feel like I just can't get enough of it, and yet I'm out here, and when I don't play well, I just don't have fun. Like, I need to find a way to have more fun somehow on these kinds of days, where like the putts aren't going in, you're still hitting it fine, but like just not scoring. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. It's a drug. Yeah. It does feel that way. Leah said hi. Hey, Leah. What's going on? Just waiting for this green to clear here. I don't see any tee markers, so we'll just go over here, I guess. Oh. What's going on, Leah? Thanks for checking out the stream. Let these guys finish up here on number 5. Sitting at 2 over now, guys. Only 226 yards this par 4 today. And you'd say, well, John, that could be a par 3 most places, and I'd say you're absolutely right. However, when you see this green... Hey, Cosmic is here. What's up, fellow golf nuts? When you see the green, you're like, oh, it's not really a par 3 green. It's more of a par 4 green. Do you ever pick a spot in the sky and hit the ball to it? Yeah, I do that a lot. I'll try to pick out like a branch or like an opening in the leaves. You know, like, so this one, there's a pole right behind the green that I'm going to aim at. So I'll do that. I'll pick out a spot back there, right? So if that's my aiming point, then I also will stand back here and I use the edge of my club shaft as a line, and I'll pick out a spot. So like this spot right here is directly in line with my target, right? So my process, guys, so I pick out that far target where I want the ball to go. Then that intermediate target, right in front of my golf ball, that's what I set my club face to. right? So I know that I'm aligned to that spot, and then I take my stance from there, right? What you don't want to do, in my opinion, is get in there and be like, all right, well, I'm aimed there because I'm looking there, but you're like, well, I'm actually not. I'm aimed way over there. So by putting the club down first and then kind of setting your body around it, I think it can really help with some of that, right? If I know this club face is aimed where I want it to, it's at least a really good starting point. Oh, it might have just gone too far. Oh, I didn't need to hit it quite so good. I would much rather be short of this green, guys, than long, but that was a really good swing. Leo, what's your favorite club? I think driver's my favorite club. I love smashing drivers, even though I don't hit it very far anymore. But I feel very confident with the driver in hand. 10 likes on the stream at 9 in the morning, guys. You guys are incredible. Like I said, guys, I'm working hard to just not get so frustrated. You know, we're just out here playing golf. It doesn't really mean that much. I mean, it means a lot to me that I play well, but being honest, like in 100 years, we're all going to be exhausted. No one's going to know, you know, if we ever play golf. Oh, look at this, guys. Maybe a chance to get it right back. We got an eagle putt. Look at this. Let's get it right back. This is the insanity of golf, right? The highs and the lows. Wouldn't this be fun to make a little eagle? Adam, the legendary John Young, how much for a lesson? Oh, I'm sure we could sort that out. If you're really serious, Adam, send me a DM on Instagram or an email. You can find my email on my YouTube description. Look at this, guys. It's going to be maybe 20 feet for eagle. Try to set you up somewhere you can see how we do. We can definitely make that happen, Adam. Giving lessons is one of my favorite parts of having this platform, right? I love doing the live streams in the net and helping people with their own game. Slay, that's mine too, amazingly, yeah? I got an answer to why golf is so addicting, because it's outdoors and it's hard to do, so when you're playing bad, enjoy it because that's part of the game. Gives you a chance to learn. Yeah, well said, Cosmic. I do think, again, when I play my best golf, it's when I'm just really out having fun, you know, not super concerned about the outcome. I think it's been challenging doing this back to scratch challenge, because I know, right, my goal is to get back to a 0 index, and that every shot... Wow, guys, it's not even closer, like 16 feet. You know, like every shot, every round, I want to count and I want to get my handicap down. So you know, there's a little bit of extra pressure. And I don't think that's a good way to play good golf. Ideally. All right, so this putt's going to break decently to the right. Down the hill here. So pick out a good spot. Just kind of nudge it down the hill here. Short, right in the jaws. Well, I shouldn't be upset about a 4-inch birdie putt. Good birdie. I think some of my frustration also stems from not being at 100% physically. Right? If I could just go out and play every day pain-free and practice pain-free, that'd be a different thing. But that's not my reality at the moment, so we just got to do the best we can. Like yesterday, I was all fired up to go play, and then my body was like, there's no shot. It's just not going to happen. So did some stretching, did some recovery stuff to get ready to play today. Travis is here. What's up, Travis? Links, Providence, Rhode Island. Beautiful fall day, guys. Look at this color in the trees over here. Look at this. This is where we're about to hit to. This is a very difficult pin location on this green. There's so much slope around it. Travis is in Texas. Awesome. Probably warmer there than it is here. 98 yards, guys. A little bit of wind in and off the left. So we're gonna hit a 100-yard shot with a 56-degree. Start it just right of the flag with a 1-yard draw. The wind will hold it. It will take one bounce and go right into the hole. How do we feel about that plan? $100-yard shot. Aim that club face, and we step into it. Didn't hit it hard enough. Wow, there is more wind up there than I maybe thought. Where did that big divot go? I don't think that's my divot. What do you guys say we hit another one just for practice, now that we are fully backed up and waiting? Yeah, I probably need to hit that more like 110 with this wind. Yep, that was it. It was just a much fuller swing with that club. Always fix your divots, guys, if you can. $72 this morning, incredible. The high today here is like 62. So a nice easy bird on the last. Now we're again. Yep, see the second ball is about 10 feet from the hole. First one we're gonna have to chip. Again, it's just another good example, guys, of not being fully dialed on the number I'm trying to hit, or I guess, you know, the target. I was saying to a buddy I played with a couple days ago, I was like, if I had a caddy, I think I would have, you know, 4 shots. It's probably save me 4 shots around. Are you streaming on your phone? I sure am. I sure am. All right, so here's what we got. Also, big fan, guys. Quick plug for the iRange Sports monopod. Right, this guy. It's what you guys usually hang out on. So it brings it around and just sticks in the ground. You know, I don't put it on the green, obviously. I'm trying not to damage the course, but Missed my practice. Glad I caught this. Well, I'm glad you're here, Jamin. All right, guys, so this is not a very easy chip. Just go straight down the hill from here. What I'm thinking I might try to do is just run it through here and hopefully just let it trundle, because if I carry it onto the green, I don't think I can stop it. So I'm just going to try to nudge it like right there in front of me. Break, break, break! Oh! So it didn't quite slow down as much as I hoped. However, we do have a par putt. It is going to break a bunch. That's okay. See, guys, when I hit the shot correctly the second time, it landed 7 feet from the hole. But there are no do-overs in golf, right? So the practice ball goes back to the cart. Don't mind my terrible throwing. If I ever get my shoulder put back together, maybe we'll do something about that. Okay, so this ball is going to break a ton. Right at 6 feet, but it honestly might break a foot. Just gotta roll it up there, give it a chance to go in. Tough bogey from 100 yards. Just got the wind wrong. Missed a 6-footer. Make a bogey. It's golf, right? Just not our day. Some days are going to be like that, guys. You know, it's no use getting upset about it. Just gotta hit every shot best you can. Thank you guys also for all the support on the post I made recently. I think it was pretty exciting for me to hear that people would be interested in watching me stream other things, right, besides just golf. You know, here in the Northeast we have a pretty long winter, so there's only so much indoor practice you can do, and I thought, well, there are other things I like to do, like, you know, play games and other kinds of things, so maybe people will be interested in watching that. And it sounds like the answer was pretty resoundingly yes, which was cool. So stay tuned for some of that, guys. Maybe we'll see, maybe you'll see me playing, you know, some 2K golf or EA Sports golf on the channel. That would be fun. 152 here, straight back into the wind. I'm actually going to hit 7 irons. It does feel like a lot of club, however, Jamin says, you keep pushing positivity and we'll keep pushing your channel. Oh, that's amazing, Jamin. I appreciate your support, you saying that. It's very nice. That is all I'm really trying to do, guys, is, you know, create a space, a community, a vibe that is, you know, fractionally, maybe not even fractionally, you know, materially nicer and kinder than what it feels like most of the internet is now. Like, I just look at comments and it all seems, you know, vitriolic and... All right, just right of the flag here, a little draw, 3/4 7 iron. Oh, it could be so good. Got back there. We'll see if it stops. Oh, no sand over here today, unfortunately. Well, that's why there's a grounds crew. Oh, it's nice to actually... Yeah. Starting a channel would be to just start, right? I didn't know how to do YouTube or social media when I first started. I just said, you know, this is a thing that interests me. I think I have some perspective to share. Let's just go try to figure it out. You know, so I just started Googling, right? How do I make videos? How do I record myself effectively? What do other people do? Right? I've watched a lot of golf YouTube, so I know, you know, kind of what seems successful or not, and you know, things people like, you know, tracers or no tracers, that kind of thing. But I think, you know, just find something you're passionate about and just start recording, right? Just start learning how to make videos. I use an app called Power Director that's pretty affordable. Look at that, guys, right on the edge of the green. Really great shot from 155 back into the wind. Happy with that result. We're gonna have like a, I don't know, 20 footer, 15 footer for birdie. Always fix your pitch marks. Also, guys, if you don't know, this is how you fix a pitch mark, right? I see a lot of people do it wrong, and it's not good for the green. So I want to make sure that we're, you know, using our knowledge, sharing our knowledge. When you have a pitch mark like this, right, you're gonna take your tool or a tee, right? I have this divot repair tool right here, and you're just gonna push in towards the center. Don't pull up. That tears the roots, right? All we're trying to do is push this divot back onto itself, right? Pushing it back into the center. Right? Use your footer. Your foot. I tried to say foot and putter at the same time, right? And now look at that. Almost like it didn't happen. Right? You'd be hard pressed to see that grass is any different from somewhere else. So, quick tutorial. You're doing more than a lot of people. You're doing it all yourself. But thanks very much, Paul. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, it is. It's a one-man show here, guys. Right? Every video you've seen, every live stream, it's all just me. I edit everything. I do all the tracers. When do you normally do live practice? These are awesome. I know, Jamin, I wish I had a better schedule. I've been trying to think about a way to do like, you know, like a weekly or daily, you know, 3 to 5 p.m. practice session kind of thing. I think it will depend on how much time I have. Garrett's here. Garrett said lab is back. Okay, so 20 footer. Back up the hill from down there slightly. If anything, I feel like it should break slightly to the right from that angle. But let's see what the ground tells us. Pretty flat. Gosh, look at these yellow and orange trees out here, guys. One of my favorite parts about living in New England. Get this amazing fall foliage. All right, so we're gonna give this 1% out on the left. It's gonna be like a cup out. And now we can make that? We can make a 20 footer? Come on, guys. Let's go. Oh, birdie time. Birdied this hole last time I played it as well. That was pretty fun. I can't make a 6 footer on one for birdie, but I can make that 20 footer. Lab is back. L-A-B. Lab, lab, lab. Right, Garrett? Birdie sauce, absolutely, guys. Yeah, check out this amazing foliage. Beautiful scenery here. Beautiful morning to be out playing golf. It's important to remind yourself, right? It's easy to get frustrated when you're not playing your best. More than most. L-A-P, lap, lap, lap. All right, par 5. Still back into the wind. How's it going today? You know, like I was just saying, haven't played my best. Just missed some putts, hit, you know, some uncharacteristically poor swings. But you know, I let myself get upset for a second or two, and then I look around and I remember this is, you know, I'm very grateful to be out here doing this. There's, you know, millions or billions of people in the world who would trade places with me and come play golf for a day instead of, you know, whatever difficult thing they're dealing with in their day-to-day circumstances. And I feel really strongly that, you know, you have to have some gratitude if this is your life, right? You know, I certainly have stress and, you know, financial concerns to worry about, you know, things that keep me up at night. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm out here playing golf. I'm not being, you know, starved or bombed. You know, life is pretty good. It's really, you know, there's a lot to be grateful for. And, you know, just try to take it all in, right? It's not forever, guys. Get a very short amount of time to be here, you know, living our lives. Just take it all in. That's all you can do, right? And it's easier to do that when you have to wait on most of the tee shots. But again, guys, like I said, hard to be annoyed when this is how we're spending our time. Let it all work out. Sorry for my bad singing. Just get these songs really pretty viciously stuck in my head. Let's see if this tee will hold a golf ball. I don't think it will. Oh, it sure will. Look at that. Incredible. Whew. Sun's coming out now. Getting a little bit more of that warm sun warmth. Travis, amen. Great attitude of gratitude. Yeah, totally, guys. Well, I'm glad you guys agree. It's not always easy, right? Especially with golf. You know, it's so easy when we don't perform to what we know our potential is to get frustrated, get upset. I'm somebody, you know, I'm so competitive. I want to play my best all the time. And you have to know that, like any, you know, standard deviation or distribution, right? Some days you're going to play the best 1% you can play, and sometimes you're going to play the worst 1% you could ever play, right? And you have to accept that both those outcomes are possible on any given day when you tee it up, right? You could shoot your career low. You could shoot the worst score you shot in a decade. Most of your scores, obviously, are going to end up somewhere in the middle, right? That's how distributions work, right? But you have to be willing to accept that reality. And I think that helps to know when you're going through those bad days to be like, well, this is just, you know, the bottom decile of what my performance could look like. And that's today, and I have to deal with that. And that doesn't change the fact that tomorrow could be the top decile day. And all we're trying to do as we improve at golf is slide that distribution. Travis says, sounds like you would be a good trader / investor, distribution / accumulation. It's funny you say that, Travis, because I started my career in private equity making those kinds of bets. The problem was when you do that in housing, it starts to feel pretty shitty to be like, well, I'm making a bet on the cost of living for these regular people going up, right? We think we can raise the rent higher. than they already are. And I just walked away. I had, you know, tons of upside. I was paid a ton of money, and I just walked away. I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't make that bet to myself to say, I'm going to spend my days trying to make money off of raising rents on, you know, average people. Especially when you run the math, and, you know, I ran those models for a long time. You can make a ton of money raising the rent 4%. Well, then why are we raising it 20%? That was sort of, you know, out of my purview. And, you know, at a certain point, you start asking questions and not liking the answers you're getting. And I just walked away. I had no plan. I didn't have another job lined up. I'm never going to work in finance again. And I'm totally fine with that. I really am. I have no regrets. You know, I sleep so well at night now knowing that I'm not spending my time making life harder for other people. And I'm so convinced that our culture, our society, it like almost makes people sick. Greed is a disease. It's almost like cancer, right? If you ever meet somebody that's like, man, I just really need to accumulate as much wealth as I possibly can, I think we should treat that person like they have an illness, right? Like, we can help you, you know, we can give you resources, you know, teach people empathy. I don't know what all the answers are, but I do know that I've met a lot of those people, and, you know, people back in the day might have thought me one of those people. And that's a reality that I have to live with, right? I did spend, you know, almost a decade of my life working in that industry, and I have to reconcile that every day. But I am proud of myself for making a choice to do something different. I just said I'm not doing it anymore. I packed up my office, said, see you guys. You know, no bonus, you know, nothing, right? Just see ya. And that's okay, right? Self-sacrifice is a requirement for cultures, societies to improve, right? My life has become much harder as a result of that choice. And again, that's okay. That's totally fine, because the impact is necessary. All right, guys, let's hit this golf ball. Try to hit it in the fairway. Paul said, good for you. Greed ruins the world. There's no more greedy than... Yeah, exactly. Stripe this bad boy. All right, so we're going to aim it at that middle turbine. This is our target. Let's give this one a little juice, huh? Try to find the center of the face. Yes! Smashed! Should even be in the fairway, guys. Let's go. Let's go. You are really inspirational. I don't know about that. I'm just trying to be the best I can be, guys. A temporary price on your pocketbook means nothing on the wealth you gain for your soul and spirit. Jamin, I couldn't agree more, bro. Right? I still have my hard days, right? You know, you guys have heard me talk about, you know, my mental health, and yesterday was one of those days, right? Despite the physical issues. Some days I just have a hard time getting out of bed, you know, depression or anxiety, whatever you want to call it. But those days are so much fewer and farther between now, right? I have such a much clearer conscience about how I spend my time. You know, I get to work with nonprofits now and people that are doing great work, you know, like in cancer research and things like that. That's really cool. Rhode Island. This is beautiful Providence, Rhode Island. Oh, we lost the rangefinder. There we go. Because I am headed to therapy right after this. Therapy is awesome, guys. Same way golf can be, you know, a great way to relieve stress, get outside. Right? I found therapy, talking with a therapist, to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. You know, I started doing it a few years ago. I took a little break, and I've started doing it again. And it's really a great tool just to have somebody to talk to, right? To say, you know, this is what's going on. This is how I'm thinking about things. And they just ask questions, right? It's not a scary thing. I remember being super scared. Truly, the first time I ever went to talk therapy, be like, what am I gonna say? What are they gonna say? Like, you know, what's it's not scary, guys. It's a great tool. Also, look at this. Negative amounts of roll. Just backing it up off the tee. Run through your bag for us. All right, we can do a quick impromptu what's in the bag while we wait for this par 5 green to clear. All right, so driver. Oh, do you want to see the head covers off probably? Yeah, probably head covers off. All right, bear with me. Just gonna go like this super quick. There are a bunch of head covers in this bag, so bear with me. Okay, driver, QI 10 Max. Oban Kiyoshi Purple 05 65 gram shaft. Then we go 5 wood, Stealth 2, 15 degrees, same Oban Kiyoshi Purple shaft. 7 wood, 21 degrees. This has a Kylie 70 gram X-Flex shaft in it. Then my hybrid is a 25 degree hybrid. This goes about 205. Oh, you like the Mid Pines head cover? Yeah, this is a good one. From Mid Pines down in near Pinehurst. Then my irons, guys, these are TaylorMade Tour Preferred MBs from 2011. These have been with me for quite a while, as you can see. We've put a fair amount of shots into these. And so that's a 5 through 9 iron. And then my wedges are Vokey SM8, 46, 52, 56, and 60. And then we've got the Lab DF3 putter in the bag. So that's fully 14 clubs in like 90 seconds. Should we go driver off the deck here, guys? Why not? You know, this round's not going to count for our handicap. Let's hit the Dodd. See if we can... I do not practice this shot, to be clear. Like you see like Jake Dez or the Dodd King, some of these guys who are hitting drivers off the deck all the time. I am certainly not one of those guys. But you know what? We're going to hit it hard, see what happens. Oh, it's going left. That was very surprising, to be honest with you guys. I normally think that shot, it normally wants to fade. Like you kind of just squeeze it and it kind of turns, but that one was just kind of a low turning one. I am excited, guys. After this challenge is over, which is today. Today's the last day. We're gonna make some, you know, wrap up content about the 30 days trying to get back to scratch and how we did and all the time we spent. But I think I'm gonna spend a couple weeks at the end of the season here, maybe just playing some silly golf. Just, you know, like go try and play like a 2-hand scramble. Oh, is that it? Oh no, I don't know. There's just another fairway over here, guys, so I don't really know. I don't really know where the ball could have gone. Well, we got a disappearing golf ball in the fairway. This wet fairway? No. I mean, I hit a very low driver. I can't imagine. Huh. Well, we'll just hit one from over here, where it probably would have ended up. Maybe these guys picked it up, that's okay. Because it was directly in the fairway. You know, sometimes people pick up golf balls that they shouldn't, right? The audio's choppy in the car, yeah. Worms turn into prairie dogs when I go dog, that's funny. Adam says, your story's impactful. I challenge you to speak your truth at your local rehabilitation center. 6/23/18 is my date. Oh, that's awesome. That's a good idea, Adam. It's not something I've ever really considered. Sorry about the wind in the car, guys. Matt says, found a full set of TaylorMade R7 CGB Max irons. Oh, those sound cool. I remember I had an R7 driver back in the day. I've been a big fan of TaylorMade equipment since I was, gosh, even before high school. First ever like kind of big boy driver I ever bought, guys, was a Nike Sasquatch, the square one. Does anybody remember that club? All right, so we got 74 yards. Try to hit this like 80, 85, little uphill. Should be really good. What's that rule if your ball is picked up by a bird or somebody? Moved by outside agency? Starting out, I agree with that. Even if your story helps just one person stay sober, it's worth it. I agree with you, Adam, and I think that's why I feel so strongly that we, talk about these issues and try to destigmatize them, right? Because there is a social stigma around, recovery and mental health stuff. There shouldn't be, because it's so common. It's something that lots of people deal with. Travis, I'm at 4.5 years. March of 2021 is when I quit drinking. And I tell people, when they ask or if I get offered alcohol, I say, no thanks, I'm a retired professional, right? I had like a good, I don't know, from like 18 to 28, so like a decade, right? Where I was a good drinker. And I was the kind of person who, I had a great job, did well in school, had a career, kept my life and relationships together, right? I didn't have a, rock bottom type of I didn't have any of that stuff that happens to people. I just could drink every day, until I was hammered, and then get up and, go about my life, go about my day, and then do it again the next day, right? So it looks different for different people. Another short birdie putt here, guys. Let's see if we can make a 6-footer. Another really quality wedge shot from 75 yards. Slightly up the hill here. Breaking to the right. So we're going to go just outside that left edge here. Just try to let it trickle in. Again, same as before. I like to set the club face, aim the club face first, then step into it. Oh, nice to make a putt. Is that back-to-back birds? Incredible. Travis says, very, very proud of you, brother. Thanks very much, Travis. I appreciate you, my dude. I've heard golf helps a lot with someone who is recovering. It definitely can. I was, I love golf, but, since I was a kid, right? So golf has been really a through line in my life. I can remember, going out to play, and you'd be like, well, every round I'm going to drink 6 to 10 beers, and that's how I play golf. I still play golf, obviously, and don't do that. But golf has definitely been a through line for me in my life. Even those moments when I'm super frustrated about how I'm playing or otherwise, I have those moments of like, I should just hang it up, right? Not play golf anymore. And I never, it never really lasts. Those thoughts last more than like a couple minutes. Go-to Chinese food order. Oh, good question. Chicken lo mein and General Gao's chicken and pork fried rice. Those to me are like the 3 must-haves. Any good Chinese food order. Noodles, rice, some chicken. It's starting to get cold on Long Island. I'm up here in Rhode Island, Matt, down near Providence. So yeah, similar to you, starting to get cold. I didn't bring any clubs up here, which was maybe a mistake, but 160 today, guys. Should be playing a little bit downwind. That pin's in the back, so I'm gonna hit 8-iron. Hopefully just at the center of the green. Let it all work out. Let's make one more birdie for the road, huh, guys? Okay. Just a nice crunchy one. Center of the green. Oh, it's just on the wind. No, stay! Oh man, I must have missed it a tiny bit because it rolled back down the false front. Darn it. It's just... I'm getting the wind wrong again. Right? It just needed to be 7. Alright, let's get up and down. You can do that. Do. What is must-have appetizer? Oh, I like the gyoza, or those little pork dumplings. Those are really nice. World of Warcraft bestie lives in Smithfield. Oh, very cool. I'm pretty new to the area, so I don't know my geography all that well yet. Dim sum, great choice, Paul. Any tips to shoot further? Oh, do you mean more distance? Yeah, so 2 choices really. You can generate more club head speed, right? So swing the club faster, put more energy into the ball. Or, you gotta make sure that your launch conditions are optimized, right? So with your irons, that means you're compressing the ball, hitting down on it. With your driver, hitting up on it, some positive angle of attack. Jeez, guys, look at this crazy false front. Landed up there, and then it rolls all the way down to here. So, got a ways to go yet. All right, let's get this nice and close, make a putt for a 3, be on our way. Pretty good lie in the rough, all things considered. Not the best streak, kind of came out right and then the wind pushed it. I don't know about you guys, I have a really hard time judging where you can't see the green at all and you're just having to guess how far to hit it. I could eat dim sum every day and I'd die of hypertension. That's funny. How can I train that? Okay, so great question, Scratch Golfer. You can do something like the stack or super speed golf, right? There are golf specific speed trainers that you can invest in. You can also just start working out, right? I would do things like, you know, squats and deadlifts, bench press. You want to, you know, really hit those big muscle groups to try and create more energy, right? When you're trying to create speed, right? How do we do that in a golf swing, right? There's rotation, but there's also, you know, ground force, right? You got to be able to push off the ground. Like if you watch Bryson, right? He swings really fast. He really kind of loads into the ground and then he pushes off of it, right? Because that allows you to create speed. So by training, you know, the squats or like your vertical jump, that can be a great way to, you know, prime your body and start building those muscles to generate more speed. So this putt is going to break pretty good to the left. Disappointing finish here. Not my best swing back there from the tee, but let's give this one a roll. See if it goes in. Look at us! Let's go! Couple of long putts we made today, guys. What a save. That was fun. Really fun. It's fun to make putts. I don't know what we shot. Even. 2 over, 1 over, 2 over, 1 over, even. So even par 34 after all that. Could be worse. Right? Left a bunch of shots out there, obviously, but made some putts. Missed a short one on 1. Crazy lip out. You know, should have made birdie on 2 from just short of the green, obviously. Bogey from 100 yards on 6. Did make a long, you know, 20-footer for birdie on 7. That was really fun. And just like that, guys, we've taken our phone battery all the way down to 5% as we finish the first 9 holes. 18. Nope, just time for 9 today, guys. Like I said, I'm headed to therapy here and then back to work. I like to pace the chip like Bryson does. Seems to really help when you can see the land zone, trust the number. Oh, that's good. Does lifting noodles to my mouth count as working out? Yes, it definitely does. Oh, yeah, just 9 holes today, guys. So that's it. Even par. End of the Back to Scratch challenge, guys. I don't think we're going to get back out on the golf course later today. So I don't think we are going to reach the 0.0 target that we had set for ourselves, but pretty proud of the effort that I put in, all the work. Thank you guys so much for all your support on the channel, on this challenge, right? Just because the challenge is over doesn't mean that we're going to stop making content. We're going to keep streaming, you know, keep trying to put some good stuff out there, keep talking about our experience, you know, if it helps just a single person. Like Adam said, you know, I think this platform has been great. I've had, you know, people come in the live stream chat. I had somebody recently said, hey, I was here in July and I was drinking every day, and I've been sober since August 3rd, ever since I, you know, heard you talk about your experience on the stream. And for me, that was one of those crazy moments of like, wow, I'm actually helping people, right? Talking about this might actually be making a difference for somebody out there. And it was just, I was so proud of myself. I was happy for that person, right, that they were able to, you know, be inspired to make a change in their life. It was just one of those really cool, like, oh, I'm actually doing something positive here in the world by doing this. You know, I'm not just wasting my time playing golf and, you know, being silly, making jokes. Makes me happy. That's awesome, Adam. Yeah. So, all right, guys, we're about to run out of battery here. Thank you so much for all your support. We will see you next time on the stream, on YouTube, on Instagram. Go follow us there, too. On Instagram, doing some cool stuff over there. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.